Hi, Craig.
Craig!
We love you, Craig.
We missed you.
Feelings on Craig
What's
have
up,
changed. He's no longer best
Oh
friend.
no.
Fucking cunt.
What? What happened?
Had a bad dream about Craig.
Oh,
Get on with the fucking show already. I'm tired. I want to go to
How
bed.
how could you even dream of Craig?
I don't know. That's why I don't like him. I don't know how he got there.
Oh no. What have you done, Craig? What have you done?
Got a best friend behind Mikey's back.
alright,
Yeah,
what
great.
now?
Fuzzy
Dead
Friend
body, he
tweak.
won't be.
And you know what? I was gonna say that I kind of missed him.
Hey.
Oh, finally
How
worked
things change.
his magic on you.
No, I just got sick of having the recap from my brain without any recording to help.
Oh, I wonder who forgets every week before I ask for administrator role. I wonder who.
What do you mean every
Alright.
week? It was 1 week. If you're talking about Craig,
For weeks
then it's
before
like,
that, you
do
dumbass.
I record in here because like I'm not at home?
Whatever,
Oh no, the
excuses.
sessions that you weren't here for weren't fully official except for like one, which was mostly recap. So I didn't feel like recording it was the most necessary. But then something that was slightly
Record
necessary
everything.
happened.
You think we remember anything?
I remember a surprising amount of
Just like
details.
falling
It's
asleep
just
mostly as we
organizing
speak.
it into a.
Oh,
into
you
a
wouldn't remember what we did last week, Luke, because we
I don't even
planned
remember what
last
I
week.
did this morning.
Most of last week, you guys were like
Yeah, we did plan.
deciding how you were gonna talk.
Yeah, we
talk to
talked.
Nika.
Yeah, after you
Yeah,
left,
we've already
we
had it.
did
Get on
plan
with it.
something.
Get on with
That was the main thing. And then Mikey and
it. We
you
talked.
had like a whole. Okay, so if Ika does this, we do this, and that lasted a while. And I can almost guarantee they don't remember any of their plans.
Hey,
No, we modified
you don't
it.
know.
What is he
Because
talking
after you
know,
left last week, we
plan.
planned as a team.
Actually, did
So
plan
get
it.
ready.
I actually
you.
wrote it down. You cunt.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
you decided
Start
that you
before
wanted to
Green
wait
does
until
anything
after
stupid.
talking to Ika. But
Oh,
Green.
here's an inspiration.
Green. Oh yeah, green.
Matches your profile picture.
I don't know why you thought I would have done that.
Green.
I'm not that
Green
gay.
is like
It's like-
Alex Verde, right?
At least I would have
Green
named them
Verde.
really stupidly. I could have named them something much
I'm
stupider
green.
than Green,
I
believe
have
me.
named him stupidly. He said I want to be green, so he's green now.
That's what I asked for.
People during
Not
April
really,
Fools.
but
Could have been a
It was a great one.
multilingual.
Oh,
I
Douche
love the
genie
nickname
granting
you gave us.
wishes. You are green now.
yeah. This is me now.
I don't know the nicknames I gave
Granted
during
you progress.
April. Yeah, you're just Green.
I'm just green.
Can I be not
Green
green?
mean fighting
Mm.
machine. You can be not green? Okay.
No, this is
Oh, you want to be not green? You want to be nut? Not green?
Oh no!
pistachio.
Not
Nut.
green. Yeah.
Well, pistachio is not
Not a big
green.
fan
Yeah, it's
of
not
nut.
green.
Not a big fan of nut.
It's not
Yeah,
green.
it's not green.
Exactly, Mikey. It's not green. We're following the instructions here. Sarah and
We're
whoever the fuck
doing
is
I'm not a
the
big fan of this
round
genie.
Green. Hmm?
Do, 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 do. I want to eat something. Something
Don't eat.
savory. I don't know. I don't have
Oh,
Let's go.
you know what, Kuya? The katsudon from Yabu. It's good.
katsudon.
It's pricey, but it's good. I had some earlier because my mom was out.
Katsudon. Do I want katsudon?
100.
What?
Do you? Do you green?
Yeah.
Do you green?
I like karaage more. Like
Do we?
chicken.
Curry is
Don't we
also
all?
good.
I like our spuds.
I want
That's so
curry.
savory,
I
I
want
think.
Oh,
curry again.
rice. Curry. Which curry? Which wait?
Curry again.
Which
So
curry?
lazy
Indian
though.
curry or
What the
or
hell?
the Japanese?
I don't care what
There's
curry.
also
I want the curry.
just curry.
I don't
What the
fucking
Don't
care. I
make
just
me hungrier.
want curry
Why would you do
because I have every right to do so about food.
that?
It's getting cold. I want something warm right now,
Yeah,
like a bowl of soup,
Yeah, it was.
a mushroom,
The dog
or
girly.
crab and
What?
corn
What's
with
this?
like
Look.
eggs.
Oh,
This
that
is so
sounds
old
lovely.
school.
Okay,
That
so
So
classic.
school.
during this past, you guys have ate. You have got your information. That you have discussed things. Some things have been awkward. There's been whispers and gossip and tea. Tea, both literal and metaphorical. Well, the security gets higher and higher the longer time goes on. And as Leon's just doing work for once, as you have not seen him work once in the entirety of your time here until last night. It's impressive to see that man work. Ah, come on.
I think he's dead,
Oh.
guys. I think he died in there
The
in
car?
his office. Yeah, he's dead in his office at his desk.
Well,
I
well,
mean, about
we still have time to do our stuff before discussing things.
Your car still
Well,
hasn't left, so you have not been requested.
above table. I just want to say this is the perfect opportunity to do what we planned.
yep. But how are we going to do it in character?
I mean, I'm pretty sure Bizarre would suggest something like sneaking off with his brother.
It was technically the plan, so
I
they
mean,
should fuck off and do that.
uh, how did we end our last session? It was Orchid and Bizarre discussing the plan, right?
Yes,
Okay.
and gossip.
They're two were talking about something else.
Is everyone in this room?
You were, they were, and then you guys started telepathically talking to each other.
Last time around.
Is the help around or is she outside? I forgot her name. Sorry.
Esther's like
Esther.
round the corner after giving them food and waiting to take the empty dishes away, and then we'll go back to waiting around the corner. Remember, you
I
can communicate completely secretly, except the only person who wouldn't be included would be Marco and your bro.
I'm going to send a message to Orchid and Noel. Hey, okay, Noel. Well, you were brooding last night. Orchid and I were discussing some. Wait, we just discussed some stuff earlier today about the mine or the documents about an old project that a car was founding. I can't remember the details.
He was managing it. He wasn't funding it.
Yeah, managing. So the thing is, some information was spilled to a car that we are working up for someone. So I think we shouldn't be. I know we have to lay out a plan to make him trust us, but we still have to not disclose that we're working for Nick Chin himself. So I was thinking if we could ask someone that we can trust to quote hire us. Wait, quote isn't bizarre thing. To hire us. So we technically will lie to this guy. So what you think about it?
See, um, anyone in mind? Hmm. Well, I guess maybe there's Frederick. He's an option.
I think Frederick is a good
Will's
option.
just rubbing
Since
his eyebrows there,
since
walking.
since, since technically Orchid already has worked for him, so we can just it's not technically a lie if we say that we're looking for Liam in the first place because we are looking for Liam, and we can just tell Icar that in while looking for Liam, we found traces of the kidnappers leading to this place. So you know we can just tell that, and we're not going to lie to him. We just have to make
Don't
sure that
lie.
Nick
The plan
Finchman
has
and
changed significantly. No lies.
no lie. So yeah, that's a plan. However, since we, I personally really would want to trust a car. Wait, a car. Yeah, a car. Because he's been giving us gifts and he's been technically nice to us while we're staying here. So I really kind of want to trust him. But what if he's not really in the up and up, you know? So regarding this project, how about I, myself, and my brother will look into this project while you take, some time to prolong the discussion about this. Because maybe if we told him that we're going to, or if we tell him that we're going to check on the mine, he might contact someone in there, and as soon as we get there, the people that we're looking for is already gone. So it's just I'm going just scout over there, let you know if I found something and stuff. I'll be fine because I'll be going with my brother. How's that?
I'm not even stopping you with the train of thought. I do agree, though this is a bit of a harebrained idea. I'm glad you at least had the foresight to tell me about it. All miracles, I suppose, but well, judging by the fact that I can't exactly leave this godforsaken place, I assume I'm to be the one to have to deal with the energy to complete the sentence because you already know what he sounded like. Ugh. So I
I
suppose
know.
you and Aljuk will be doing the scouting, and the Orchid will be left with me. Oop.
Yeah, yeah. I think we have the skills to hide ourselves to escape this manner. But also, we could also guys are I me and my brother isn't really restricted in this manner, so we basically can do anything we want. I'm just only worried about the family, your family that's hunting you outside. So we still probably should sneak out away from them. But I'm sure we'll be fine.
Sure, they wouldn't bother you. They're
Not
not
that I
after
don't trust
you.
you.
Well, your
Exactly.
father did kidnap
They're not
me.
after you. Well, that's more of a leverage thing, and you technically didn't have to follow him. You could have just totally ignored his presence. Really, you could have dealt with it one way or
Uh,
another, but I neither here or there. But I know that Alzek will keep you focused on the task at hand and not be distracted. I hope.
Huh? What? How's Aiden?
If not, I'll just have to keep an
nothing.
eye on
Don't worry about it.
you.
What's a hairbrain?
I don't know either.
It's like a scale brain?
Ooh, that works for us.
Evork,
Wait, what are we talking about?
you and I will have to do this. Well,
I'm
the
bulking
brother
right now.
do their thing. I
Oh,
suppose have to talk to Lord County. He and I are not on talking terms today. Be
yeah. About that,
luck, Orchid.
I think it's better if you guys, delay the conversation until we reach the destination, We
How
Delay
can
long
the
of a
contact each other
distraction do you
using the speaker.
need?
I actually don't know where this project is, so we probably should do research on that on how many hours or days it will take for me to get there. I wonder if Mako
And
knows,
how do we
but she's not
explain
from here.
away your disappearance? In the off chance they do ask about
Do we
Kobold.
really?
what happened to the two colds that happened to be with us? What excuse do
We
you
prefer
expect me to
cold
say?
climate, so we migrated.
Migrated.
Never mind. Forget I even said I'll figure it out myself. I'll figure that part out myself. Never mind. Forget I'd even asked. Forget I'd
We're like
even
birds when it's
mentioned it.
changing season.
But it's only a temporary migration, so they'll be back, just not
Like a
soon.
couple of hours.
But I was going to say that I don't think that we need to give an explanation to where they went. We could easily say they've gone to, like, out into town for whatever reason.
I was gonna say they are the least
Shopping or
likely.
something?
Well, I suppose nobody would ever expect them because they're so what's the word, simple-minded. Very unknown to fly under the radar completely.
I don't think they
Plus,
expect
I think,
much from them
yeah,
in
I think
particular.
they'll
Thank you.
be
I handle
they'll
things
work
very
out.
Exactly.
simply. I make things very simple with my mind. Thank you.
Yeah, I think it's an asset.
True. A good skill to
So
have.
it wasn't.
What?
It's a skill that only you can have and utilize well to its full potential.
Yeah.
That has the skill as well.
So when
I
are we heading
Giselle
out?
doesn't
suppose
have the skill. She's terrible at this.
Well, you can't
She's
head
so
out
bad at
until you
making
know
things simple.
something.
we might just
Okay. So I guess the first thing to do is to find out where this project is being held
That's in the
and find out.
document.
I suppose so.
That's in the documents. You can just follow the
Table.
signs.
Is
We
someone holding the document or
know
is it back in the
vaguely
library?
enough. Yeah, who found the documents again?
I think it
Orchid? The little
was
one?
It was
Orchid.
Me? Oh wait, did I?
and
I remember because you said that since Orchid has a background of, looking at stuff.
Okay.
That's why I distinctly remember it was sorted,
Apparently,
but I'm not
so
sure if
so
it's
Marco found it, and then Orchid not realized it was shady.
oh there you go. So it's still in the library.
Yeah, you're not allowed to
The
take
filing
it
room.
unless you want to risk being found. You can copy the details onto a different piece of paper, which I believe is what you did.
We'll do that later in the episode. What else? So
I
I guess
kind of doubt Bazaar knows how to read an address, though.
Oh,
hey,
Was his brother?
that's so shady.
Maybe.
how dare you? I have high survival skills.
That's none
Wait,
of the
Tofu
rest.
could. Boom. Tofu
Oh,
could lead
Tofu could
them.
do it, yeah.
Tofu
How dare?
could. Tofu could. The brother not even together.
Tofu's
Look,
got
village
this.
addresses and city addresses are a very different ballpark.
We all know who holds the actual brain cell. It's Tofu.
Just for the record,
So
these guys have no
dependable.
idea how this country uses an address, because different countries have different things before things become universal. So, yeah, the brothers have no idea what an address looks like, and would have to figure it out from scratch.
Can the other party members just tell us how to get there?
They don't know the area. They'll be able to find it afterwards. They can help you figure it out before you
Oh,
go.
oh, we get the magic map. We can just key in coordinates, and I'll just follow the map because I can read the map.
Okay, you'll have to get Noel to handle.
Google,
Well,
you're
Google
right.
Maps, literally.
Google Map.
I guess this is technically
It's
on the
better than
edge
Google
of
Maps.
that map.
There, it really is.
Yeah.
It's still on the map. I have this
Yeah, I guess
fan.
technically.
Aha! Loophole.
You'll have to give
Yeah.
the map to one of the three. Tofu, Bazaar, or Malzak.
To be. I'm the
Wait, Noel's
Give it
like,
to
I'm just gonna
Tofu.
give it to Toby.
Hey,
Don't trust either of the two.
no!
Tofu is very responsible.
I have to keep.
Tofu
He-
straightens up with gets his
Oh,
googly eyes straightened up and gives a very regal bow.
I shake Tofu's head. So
The googly eyes are back.
the Google like, see, plus
Even if you
I
do
have to
that,
keep
he's more
him
reliable than the two
at
of you.
bay because we have to be sneaky.
Yeah, he's big now. He's too big for
Yeah,
googly eyes.
I can't keep him hidden for most of the time now. So I have to keep him,
Oh yeah,
stored
he's slightly Lord
in my
now,
phone.
right?
He's bigger than Bazaar and Alzak combined.
Yeah. He's as big as you guys.
When he's on his back legs, yeah.
So give me
Big
the map.
dog.
Give me.
If you're comparing him to a dog, he'd be bigger than like the bloody shepherds.
Yep.
We've
Great
established that Tofu's
Danes.
got the map on top of his head.
No. I'll keep him in my horn. Because we have to be sneaky.
You can
I
take
have
it
to
off
have
his head.
the map. Yeah.
You can hide him after he finds it. It shows you where the place is, but it doesn't take you there. You still need to know how
How
to navigate a map.
Oh,
based
she's died.
on
Welcome
based
back.
on our previous use of this map, how long will it take for me or for us to get to the project location?
Tofu's estimates.
How dare I can use my survival skills, Duke.
Who cares
Damn.
about your survival skills?
Tofu can do it better, obviously.
No, it doesn't. What's my
when it
survival skill?
when it
Let's see.
comes to ecosystems and environments, Bazaar is king. Are you gonna try and like
Survival.
break down the environmental situation of this city?
Is it all city grounds?
The part from here to the project is, yeah.
Oh man.
Like, this city was built specifically because they were like, man, we have way too many fucking farms in this area. Let's try and diversify a bit. Oh, we're a capital now. Oh, okay.
Beans. That's fine.
There are still a lot of greens, but not from here to there. It's actually not too far away. It's a little farther away than the research block, at least to the old site.
Will it take days for me to get there?
No, it's in the same city.
Okay, it's fine. I'll be
Yeah.
back at the GP.
Like, if you knew exactly how to get there and was familiar with the routes and didn't and just walked there, it probably only take you like an hour tops.
Ooh, oh yeah, yeah.
It probably is less if you didn't walk there slowly and didn't run into any
Do I have
incidents.
Beast Bond? I still don't have Beast Bond. What the hell?
It's your choice. It's your choice.
No,
Rob.
I took locate object instead of Beast Bond.
Who needs
Well,
locate
you may-
object in here? The beast. Really, you can get a beast bond to sit on the object and then just stick with it.
Anyway, I think that's a plan. We're going to excuse ourselves later today. I'll take the spindle of minor.
And during this entire thing, Marco's just like, "Why are they playing around with Tofu?"
Oh, hey guys, should we tell Mako about our plan, or is it better for her not to know more about what?
He's not saying this out loud, right? He's still saying this
Yeah, I'm sending
mentally.
it to our sigil.
Yeah, just to be sure.
Private DMs.
Sending DM.
I have a feeling Marco is very aware of what's going on, but
I'd feel some type of way
Yeah.
if I knew
Pretty
what
sure
they
that
were talking.
he could try to keep
I
it a
mean, they're all
secret from
just
her,
like,
but I thought
looking into each other's eyes,
then
like,
Tofu suddenly gets up and pauses as a map is put on his head.
Good boy.
what?
No,
What did
no,
tofu?
no.
no
And
balance.
at one point, this also kind of implies that Noel suddenly started speaking to Alzek, and he was like, "What's going on?"
Yep.
Yeah, Alzek's not the one who's confused. You guys are talking secretly and expecting him to know what's going on. that makes you guys the fucking.
I mean, he was
Oh, that's
adding to the conversation. He understood enough. He got the vibe.
His comments were, "What? I wasn't listening. I was eating, and I'm bulking. I'm very good at being simple-minded. It's a great skill. Nozelle's terrible
I'm
at it."
sure
That
he
was
would
his
have said
comment.
that. I'm sure he would have said that even if he knew what we were talking about.
Probably.
Exactly. We're simpleton. It's fine.
Marco's very good at feigning insight
Just breaking up.
from the sounds of it. Oh no!
What?
No, it broke again.
Right?
Falling into
Cutting
the
off.
void.
Uh,
Stray away from the light.
Go towards the darkness. The darkness.
Man, you
Okay.
are dying, girl.
Maybe we've been talking to ChatGPT the entire time, pretending to be
No.
Rice.
that,
Yeah,
you know, that would
well,
that would
no,
make
not
sense.
done.
Then it would give them the perfect excuse to go sleep. See, it's even imitating the coughs and the sudden choking.
AI's gotten a little too advanced. I can't support this.
I feel like my support became questioned when they started lying about how intelligent they are. Anyway,
It's true.
enough of this
Where
AI talk.
where are we?
Alright. So you and Alzek have the map. Have figured Tofu's figured out where it is with some help from more map aware people, or more coordinate aware people. Well, the map seems to indicate a bigger area and structure than you expected, but you won't know for sure until you get there. Now, getting there, all the windows are sealed. The exits are sealed, so now there's only one way in and out of the manor grounds. And only two ways to leave the building: the cellar and the front door.
I can just make an excuse that I'll be going to my alchemy class to get out of the building if I don't want to meet. Or I can just make an excuse that I'll be buying some material within the city.
On a shopping trip with your brother.
Yeah.
You're gonna be out for a bit.
Okay, so you're just gonna walk to the main entrance and then be like, "Hey, I'm going shopping." To one of to some of the guards.
Got a problem with that?
Buddy, got an issue.
And
But wait, when are
know.
we going to move out though? Am I doing this now?
I
Anything
mean,
else to do?
It doesn't sound like a bad idea. It's perfect. Well, Ikar isn't out and about.
Yeah, I'm
eh,
doing it now then. I'm going to take the spindle of Pass Without Trace from the west.
Mhm.
And stab my brother.
Hand over your hand.
And I'm going to stab it to my brother. Because it's bigger than me.
I mean,
prize shank.
And then I'll feed him good berries to recover. to recover.
the hell? Oh, thank you. This will help with my bulking. Anyway,
All set. So we have +5 passive.
yes, you do.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We're going.
Go up to a guard. Well, you go up to a door, and the guard's like, "So where are you going?" This is before you even leave the house. There's more security on the doors now than there was the previous day.
Hello. We're going out. We're going on a shopping trip.
That's very fun for you.
Yeah.
The security's
Wanna
been
join?
increased, and we haven't heard anything about people leaving.
We're allowed to go out still, right?
No, we haven't heard anything. We know for a fact that your friend isn't allowed to leave.
No. Not for him.
Do you have a reason to leave? We need to keep track of comings and goings.
Okay. Well, we're just going out to buy some stuff.
That's a
Probably
bit
restock my
vague.
medicine.
Restock your what medicine?
Well, I'm practicing medicine. I'm a
Hmm.
doctor. Just kidding. I'm just practicing to create potions and salve.
Okay, you need to restock medicine and supplies for your practice.
Yeah.
You could get some from the count. He has a stockpile.
Wait, I might actually have to check this place. This is above table say I might actually need to go there. So where's this place again? Where can I restock some medicines or at least herbs to process for my studies?
Count Ika is a renowned alchemist and has a stockpile of ingredients.
And this is within the manor?
He
Question
does
mark?
his own studies in his workshop next to his office. Yes, but he doesn't.
Hmm,
But he has his own supplies in the cellar as well.
might check that one later. But we can still go up to the city, right? For other miscellaneous
What
stuff.
was your name?
It's bizarre. This is my
Ah,
brother
okay,
out there.
brother. Noted. Oh, he does have a name. Great. I haven't heard anything about you specifically, but we will. I will need the reason.
Really going out, buying stuff. That's not enough reason.
Is if you know what you're getting, we can go and get it for you.
No. I'm actually used to hunting my own materials, but since there's no hunting ground, I might check this product myself. Thank you very much.
Look,
Oh,
it's
okay.
guard, man.
You're you're asking too much, sir. Can I just
Bazaar
buy
is
my own
obviously not
groceries?
Noel.
Apologies. It's just a little confused. We haven't heard anything in a while. Guys, I don't know, dude. Maybe we should just let them go. What do you think we should write down on the report then? Who's talking to you again? We have been told to document it. So what do you think, little guy? What do you think we should put?
Mm, you asking me
Yeah,
on
like
how what to
you're
write on
supposed
your
to tell us,
report?
but you don't know what you're doing. So it's like, what do you
I
think?
said I'm going to buy stuff.
To
Is
buy
that not
stuff in a report is not very professional.
groceries, I guess, and medical supplies, if that's what you're asking?
The count's gonna think we're lacking supplies.
Oh, is that so? How about sightseeing on top of that? Will that make you at ease at least?
I could work with sightseeing. Yeah, sightseeing sounds nice.
There
Yes,
you
let's
go.
go. We're busy. Oh, okay.
Also, you also
Enjoy.
write bonding with brother on a
Bonding with
new
brother. Okay.
place,
Sightseeing, bonding with brother, buying
and
stuff.
then maybe find some picture book so we can show it.
Ah, shit. What was that?
And what else? We probably should look for a souvenir for her sister, and then um, I guess that's it for now. We'll see what we'll find once we get to the city. There you go.
Got it. Recreational stuff, great.
Oh, there you go. That's the word, I guess. So can we
Really
go
okay.
now?
Is this really okay for us just to let him go? Like, we haven't had. Mm. Did anyone say you could leave for anything? Like, did you hear anything about being allowed to leave?
Well, nobody said we can't leave.
I know one of you specifically can't leave, and
Yes,
we
and
have to
I'm
wait.
not that person, am I?
But you're with that person.
Just gonna have to go Karen real quick.
What if? Well, I
What?
really don't want I really don't want to disturb, the future bride of the Lord of the Manor, but if you really insist, I could just ask her and tell her that you're not letting me out, if that's
Ah,
all
that's
right
that's a
with
very good
you.
point. You know, it's a very very good point, right? Yeah. They just move out the way.
Thank you.
Enjoy.
Walk out.
Our names are Bobbit, both of us.
Wait, what's your names? What are your names again?
Bobbit, both of our names are Bobbit.
Okay, I'll remember that. See you later.
They give a little wave.
I miss
Neither
you,
of their
old
names are
Robert.
Bobbits. They're
Yeah.
making sure they don't get in trouble.
We know Bobbert. We know who Bobbert is. You can't just lie to me like that. Anyway, we went out.
Sweet.
As soon as we actually, I might actually go to that. Never mind. I'll just talk to the alchemist later.
Hey, you could have just said, Ikar gave me permission to go see the alchemist.
I can't lie.
He did, just not right now.
Oh, that's fair. Wait, I still don't know where the alchemist is. Is it
He's a
within the
professor.
manor? He did say. Wait, he is.
Yeah. He gave you permission and rights and
I'll check it.
classes with the head of the alchemy department at the local research facility.
I'll check it out later. But as soon as we get out of,
Basically got you a free course to a university of alchemy professor.
just to get my what's it? Herbalism kit proficiency.
Yeah, say this guy was like quadruple your speed.
Ooh,
But you still haven't seen him, so
I'll do it later. As soon as I'm out of sight, I'm going to have the spindle activated, and I'm going to cast Pass Without Trace on both of us.
Nice.
So Noel's family won't find us running around the city. And we follow where the map leads us sneakily.
Yeah. Don't you able to arrive? You know what? You can make a check for finding it quickly, just because we haven't rolled any dice yet.
Hey, what do I roll? Do I roll stealth first, or do I roll perception
Your
or
passive stuff right
survival?
now is like what
7
22.
plus 15, 22. Yeah.
So we'll come to that later if we
Okay.
even need to.
So as for the path survival,
Hmm. Justify survival to me. What skills and techniques do you use that allow you to leverage your experience in survival?
well, the thing is, we're looking for potentially traces for kobolds, right?
Potentially, but there could potentially be kobolds. Potentially.
Or since we're also looking for Liam, we're also looking for human tracks, I think. And since my what do you call this? Favorite
Favorite
enemy
foe. Favorite
are
enemy.
kobolds and humans.
You want to
I'll
leverage
use
your kobold proficiency to see if there's any kobolds involved.
haha, yes sir.
I will allow it, sir.
Thank you very much. So do I roll survival What do I
Roll
get from
your
my
favorite enemy
favorite enemy?
bonuses and your preferred skill.
Then...
I'll
Oh, it's
succeed too, I
advantage.
guess.
Do I get advantage?
Yeah.
Okay. Roll.
You can roll for tofu as well if you're not hiding him.
Oh, 22. No, I'm hiding tofu.
Okay. There we go. 22. Dude, that's very good. It's very good. You definitely are able to pick up on some kobold traces. So you can. There's definitely things that kobolds were using this path. You can tell they've only been using it at night, and that makes you be like, and how jealous to travel at night. And you can tell by how old they are.
Are these tracks more recent? Like,
Yeah, they are very
are
recent. Like past few
okay.
days at the old. Um,
I'll send this information to the other two through the
remember,
sigil.
you have limited use now, but I guess Bazaar doesn't know that, so
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, uh, come here, guys. I'm already in the site. There are couple tracks, recent couple tracks, apparently.
yeah. This is before you even get to the site. By the way, you're able to tell this kobold
Ooh,
thief with a 22 just from following the path and it happening and being able to see that they also used this path.
actually, I'll
Picked
just
up
send a
immediately.
message as soon as I get to the site.
Yeah. So Tofu is very surprised when he gets there, as he saw the documents and was like this was a very small project at first, and it has expanded incredibly so. So it's still frameworks and such, and has a lot up to go. But the construction site itself is huge, and they're still in the process of deconstructing some of the other buildings and structures that were in the way. Okay, so there's a massive frame and border and top covering a huge area, and well, encircling this huge area of a domed frame over the top. Some parts of it seem to crackle slightly, likely to hold it up as you do. They seem to have. It seems to be one of the few places that utilize magic in its construction, at least for this county. Which, if for those that have not noticed, this area is far less magically inclined than the rest of Dre.
Do I see any? Do I see any humanoids or
There are
you know?
humans working on the construction site right now.
Okay,
You see
I'll
you
hide
see someone like levitating over the whole site, looking at it from a bird's eye view.
all
And you
humans.
see some people. That person seems to be an elf.
Okay, humanoid still. Uh, ooh,
You don't see
no.
any kobolds out and about. You're still
Still have
within
to
line of
stay
sight of the
here.
sun.
Have to stay out here till evening, cause
Yeah. While
kobolds
you think
usually
about how
come
you're going
at
to approach this, we'll just check to see what everybody else has decided to do while Bazaar's gone gallivanting. Is he just sticking to food, or you just rehearsing your lines, or you straight up just being like, silence! This is. I have too many things to think about. And you're just gonna wait
I,
for Ricardo to be called on, or you're gonna try and pursue the conversation yourselves. Well,
How long did you say that it was gonna take Bazaar to get to where he needs to go?
with that 22, I'd say it took him like 20-ish minutes to get there. The investigation of the area will depend entirely on how he goes about and what he finds. So you guys expect it to take at least an hour before he finds anything, but then he sends you a message 20 minutes being like, "Hey, I'm here. There were kobolds here, but it seems pretty busy and stuff like that." So probably it's about 20 minutes before you get his message about the kobolds and shit. But he has yet to see any of them in person.
Well, he asked us to stall the conversation, but I guess considering how quickly he's doing things, I don't think we need to stall anything. As far as I
Oh,
can
that's
tell.
not bad. That's not good. Okay, so the Bazaar being ahead of schedule has given Orchid the impression that we don't need to worry about stalling after all because Bazaar's fucking got this. There's a lot more stuff to do. But he is
Well,
there. And
I
Orchid
sup-
does not know this because Bazaar does not know this.
well, I suppose we can wait a little longer. Like to see if he what's his name? Ikar calls us to talk. And after a bit, if he doesn't call us, we should probably go to him.
Fair enough, fair enough. And in the meantime, awkward silence. Agreed?
I guess so. Sip tea in silence.
Sip, sip.
Is there an assurance that Picard will talk to you today, or
Well,
He
he,
did not give a time.
he
It was
hasn't come out of
Marco's
his
idea
room.
for him to talk to you guys. He was preoccupied with other thoughts, but he definitely acknowledged that he should do that. He just didn't. There was no times of anything, and then he immediately went back to doing some reshuffling in his memories.
We don't know what he's doing right now. But I'm willing to give him a little time to make a decision. Because I suppose we're going to have this conversation today because that's what we want to do.
Fair. So if he wasn't going to, he is now. Haha. Take that,
What?
man, turmoil.
Politely. We're going to be very polite.
Politely. We're having a conversation. Politely.
Now?
Mm. No, not now.
No.
I said
Today.
not today? Can I send a
not today.
message? Can I send a short message to Orchid?
So we're not talking today?
No. Wait. Let's send a
Well,
message
I
to
was.
Orchid.
You already sent a message to
No.
Well, okay. I was just above table, I suppose. I thought we wanted to do the conversation today. I thought that's what the idea was. You investigate and we
Before
talk.
Iru says anything, I also. What about Rice? What was Rice's impression? Because if you guys didn't get this sorted, that kind of means and that kind of means that the miscommunication has happened now, and you kind of have to just let it lie. What was Noel's plans
I
on
thought it was
when
gonna
this conversation would be happening?
He didn't have really any plans other than, well, I suppose Orchid have to do the talking. I will be there if she needs me to be, but fuck no am I talking to that person unless I have to.
So it is Orchid's decision on when
genuinely
the
thought it was
conversation
today.
happens. Yeah, and Noel was also of the opinion that it was
No.
today. So, Bazaar was the only one who thought it was not today. So,
Yeah, no, no. Okay, but we didn't specify when exactly and how long we were supposed to wait, but it was supposed to happen today. We were not specific
Mm-hmm.
about the time today.
Mm-hmm.
That was the
Oh,
problem. That was that was what we
yes.
all agreed on. I have it on notes, but we didn't agree on how long we were supposed to wait until we're like, okay, we gotta get it today. When today? Don't fucking
So,
know when. Today. So
so if Bazaar's quick enough, he could get back in time to voice his opinion on this. As he's already
oh,
sent his
can
message.
I wait? Hold on. Can
this is
I?
all your fault.
Since since I was sending a message earlier that I was here and I saw a couple tracks. To that note, can I add something? At least.
I assume you also added how big the site was and your progress report getting there. So you would have very limited space,
The
and
only
you
thing that
also
I'll
aren't
add,
aware that, and you also weren't aware at the time of sending the message that these guys had a different impression of when the conversation would be happening. Orchid could
I'm not
reply.
I'm not going to talk about when they're going to talk to Icar. The
But he
additional
would.
note that I'll tell them is that I found the kobolds and the tracks are only fresh at night. That's addition. That kobolds are only active during the night, and that's it.
Hey, no metagame in here, folks. Now we come back to Bazaar, as Alzek has been like squat walking the entire way to increase gains, maximum efficiency. Uh, how is Bazaar planning on approaching this? As this is not Alzek's area of expertise, but he can follow along.
Because I was planning on, since this is still morning or it's still daytime, I was planning on leaving this site and go back to do my purchases and go back at night to see if the kobolds are active here. That's my plan.
Fair enough. It's whatever you want, dude. Keep in mind they're probably asleep right now.
How can I? Oh well, whatever. I still have high passive stealth, so I guess I'll just sneak in without trying. So that yeah, I'll just sneak in, avoiding the humanoids seeing us to see if I'll go. I'm going to look for caves or tunnels that are familiar to me that kobolds can use to establish a like like the fortress that we used to check in before heading here.
Okay. So uh, first you are going to navigate the completely urban and top part, as this entire area that they are currently building is a above ground station, and that connects to the old underground prototype. There are
Mm-hmm.
multiple people doing some construction on it, and some people sitting down in the hallways, blocking the way through, surrounded by crates that they're using as a makeshift table to eat their food. Seems to be the easiest way forwards. But there is a pretty big site. You could try and find another way around, figure out somewhere to get past them.
I'll use thaumaturgy to create tremors to distract them, and as soon as I check on that, or panic or whatever, I'll sneak it.
Okay, I'm gonna. So you're trying to create a tremor to get them to react in a way that
Be-
will be distracting
Yep.
enough for you to get past.
Yep.
Could you give me a performance check?
Perform. Wow. Can I just use my
If
spellcasting modifier?
I'd say you can offset your modifier with that. So you got to use
Okay.
charisma and your wisdom. Yeah.
I'll just use my. I can't. So I have to add the
So
two.
add your wisdom, take away your charisma.
Okay. So I'll just roll 20 then. Hold on. Oh,
Because performance is pretty much
nope.
is very good, very specifically for trying to get people's attention.
It's 2 plus
And
3, so 5.
5. Someone drop something.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's not our job. They're working. Okay, my break.
I have to check on my brother's list.
Yeah, but if that shift ends and we have to clean up their shit, it's not really fair, is it? Yeah, just enjoy your food, though, mate. I'd be a little pissed at you. Blah, 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 blah. They're not paying the most attention right now, so they're just letting the muscles rest as they eat. And I envy the hell out of them because I'm hungry as shit. Oh, glorious food.
Do we still have Alchemist Fire?
You do still have Alchemist Fire?
No, I think Orchid has those.
I'm sure that you could try and create some Alchemist Fire.
I only have.
You probably have the ingredients for it in your alchemy kit.
I don't have alchemy kit yet because I haven't visited the alchemist.
I think you're not proficient in it, but you have the materials to practice with.
Why? I only have herbalism in my inventory.
You have some of the ingredients there, not all of them, unfortunately.
Okay, I'll try to craft then.
Okay. You try
These
and
are the
craft
skills
things.
I'm not proficient with.
Yeah.
Why are you doing this to me?
What? These are the solutions that you're coming up with.
I, you know what? I'll just sneak in. I'll not.
It's two guys standing across from each other in a hallway. You can
We're tiny. It's fine.
You can try and find another entrance or do whatever the fuck you want to get past them. You could knock them out, fucking walk
No,
past
we'll get
them,
caught.
shrink yourself, teleport. I don't fucking know. Whatever you fucking want. These are the situation. This is the situation. Give me your solutions.
I can't use my arrow. Oh wait, I
You
can
could
use
try
my
to.
arrow because it's
You,
soul arrow. It disappears.
yeah, it does.
Yeah. I'll burn something down.
You're gonna break something.
Yeah. Yeah. Why not? Because my arrow disappears anyway. So I'll shoot something that it will
Yeah,
definitely crash.
they're sitting on a bunch of crates and using them as tables. They have some tools by their side that they've taken off their belt.
Yeah. I'm going to shoot one of
They have some
the
planks by
tools.
their side.
That way,
You're gonna
if it
shoot some of their
falls,
tools.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
knock it onto the floor. Okay.
yeah.
Uh,
Attack roll.
yeah. With how much damage you do now, you might just straight up break their tool. So I'd roll for it. It's gonna be a pretty hard shot, but if you hit, it's gonna be fucked up.
Why? Why am I not rolling good today? It's 14.
Ooh, just shy.
Uh,
I pull back. Wait. Wush Pass asked, give me a. Actually. Oh, that's gonna be pretty hard to avoid. Well, you have a long range. Your
Mhm.
stealth's pretty good. Give me a. Give me a stealth check for how lucky you are with this whiff. That you missed the. You missed the tool, but let's see if you're lucky enough where it just whooshes by them and they mistake it for a gust of winds, as this hallway is pretty long at the moment, as incomplete. There's a big breeze
What
going down it.
14 plus 15, so 29.
Okay, this person's almost just been decapitated, but it's just like,
Oh my god.
oh fuck. It's been a while since I've worked with a mage. Impressive. Just eat your fucking food.
Oh
Hey.
no.
Be nice if we finished the roof though.
Can I try
You wanna
again?
try again?
Yes.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. I'll shoot again. There you go. 28 to hit.
Hey!
That's my roll.
You managed to hit a hammer and the measurement stick and loop it perfectly through a notch in the belt that they've set aside. The hammer splits in half through the metal too, and the handle. It's like my favorite hammer.
We ran past them.
Yeah. Once past, you could probably squeeze through some of the crates. Now, crates is they knock one over and freaking out. The fuck? How did it shatter? How does the hammer shatter? So the other one's not bothered at all. Calm down, eat your fucking food. It's a weird world.
While
It's my
listening to
favorite.
them talking, Bizarre feels proud about himself.
Yeah. With that stealth check, the one that's not paying attention does not notice you, and the other one's too occupied with the hammer. And as you manage to squeeze and sneak through the holes and planks, and then disappear back into the darkness of the incomplete hallway. Right, you manage to make your way down to a lower floor. Oh, you can hear the clanking of metal and a strange which seems to be the forming and dissolving of metal via magic. As they shape it manually, as if it was clay. Come down here and see what seems to be a complete product of that for a railway that's built into the foundations of the roof of the tunnel and the base to center it. It seems to be a more primitive version of what you guys have seen past in roads in the capital, and has some similarities to what you would with Gimbal on your first
My first best friend.
excursion together. Yeah. So fucking hungry. Oh, I'm so fucking hungry. I need food. Dude, you cannot see the ends of either side of this tunnels, but it is much darker and much more accustomed to your sensibilities. There's no nifty sunlight blocking your perfectly good eye line.
From
Seems to be stations here from where it is at maintenance hatches and more human-sized tunnels that go alongside them, so they can perform maintenance on different sections and then they were checking Bart's to actually report on its performances. That's all you can see when you first come out into here. This area is mostly abandoned, and you have to climb down a few ladders and stairs to get down here. Yeah, not many people seem to come here anymore.
How many workers are still within this area right now?
None of the workers are down here. They're all working
Okay.
above ground.
So I can just walk freely.
Pretty much. This area is a prototype that's no longer in work now. They're now working on an above ground prototype. This prototype was considered a success, so no one really works on it anymore. You can still see the old train being partially decommissioned as parts of it have been removed. Moved as the wheels and cart is still on the track. It's like a 4-wheel system where it's got wheels in the roof to help stabilize it.
Can I actively look for coupled tracks?
You can.
I would like that, please. Survival?
We'll use the same one as from before.
Okay.
There doesn't seem to be any in this area.
Huh.
But this is a very long tunnel, as it was a whole circuit that looped back on itself. You'd have to take a bit of time to look over the whole thing.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to explore the tunnel a little bit more. Stealthily, of course.
You want to actually roll for it? You're gonna do a passive.
Stealth. I'll re-roll for stealth, I guess. Oh no. 12 plus 15.
27.
20. Yeah, 27.
It's higher than your passive.
Yeah.
We get out the dice. Who would have thought you'd roll dice in Dungeons and Dragons? Not me. Not me
Would
last
have-
week.
Who would have thunk? I'm freaking 5 on a die. And I still got 27.
Your passive is assuming you roll 10, so it makes sense. You're able to continue through the tunnel. No, without running into anything you consider as a threat. Yeah, maybe some rats. Do you consider rats a threat now? It's up to you, really. Do you have an ingrained hatred towards them? Do you despise their very being? Or are they
No.
just chill?
They chill.
As looks like, food stealers!
Shh, hey, we're on a mission.
Shit. He's still doing exercise as he's stealthing. Stealth squat.
Stealth squat.
Anyway.
Stealth.
Stealth squads do stealth squats. Anyway. Jeez. Yeah. Stealth is impressive, sir. Hats off to you.
Oh shoot. Before going here, do I get to see where they were keeping the supplies,
What, the
or is it up
construction
there?
people.
Yeah.
From the they keep some of the supplies like what they're using on them and utilize it. You saw you didn't see much of how they store distribute. You didn't see any storage rooms as you found the first entrance and took it immediately without exploring the area further. So you could go back up and explore more thoroughly if you want. Want to
No,
try and find supplies, but
it's fine. Because I remember the issue was some of the kobolds were taking supplies, like from the previous fort that we raided. So I was thinking it might be a clue to where they are actually are hiding in this place if we can find the supply room. But I'll just push forward to this tunnel. Might
okay.
find
Are
one
you gonna do
later.
a full lap of the Vaga?
Hmm?
You're gonna do a full lap?
Yeah. See
Okay.
if I can find traces or maybe crevices that they were trying to use to hide themselves.
Okay. Do a full lap, and it gets less even from the other side, but you can see scratch marks from where it's tore through and burst holes through it or collapsed slightly from all the testing and how it used to be smaller, but they had to extend it to get it working properly. And then find parts of it. But looking for small crevices and kobold-sized ones specifically, able to, and your expertise in high rolls. Rolls after the first lap, you do a second one, looking for those places that you would put tunnels and hiding place into if you were to try and hide it here and had time to dig your own little tunnel. And you're able to find one finds what appears to be a fake hollowed out wall in multiple locations, and then a matching one in the ceiling, and right next to them. Half of the places you check have these. You only
False
mentioned so you're
walls?
able to yeah. You haven't opened it or anything, but you found a false wall and a false little ceiling about a kobold size. As you find two on the walls and one on the ceiling.
How high is the ceiling?
It's curved, so it'd be so, it seems to be in one of the curves. The ceiling at its maximum is uh, about 25 feet high, but with the curvature, it's only a little over 10.
Can we climb it?
Yeah, because with the curve from how it's built up, it's only about 5 feet away from where you can stand, and then you
Well,
can get on each
I'll
other's
have
shoulders to reach it pretty easily.
yeah. I'll have Alzek climb up first, and he'll just pull me up.
Okay. And, uh, we'll sit for getting up here and taking account of its direction. This seems to be away from the station and pointing towards, but it's not in any of the precipice of the circle. It's in a corner of it, and seems to be pointing uh, towards the west. And you
West.
went to
Is
the,
west. West. Is it?
are
Is
you going to
it?
try and remove the false wall of the ceiling?
Uh, can I triangulate the direction? Is it towards where the previous fort was? The previous coupled outpost was?
Get tall through that intelligence check.
Why tofu though?
Do you want? It's up to you.
Uh, how about my brother? I'll
He
check my
is
brother.
stupider than you.
He's dumber. I know we're both dumb. Intelligence?
Yeah, this would be an investigation check.
Oh, damn it. Investigation. Can my brother give me an advantage?
What do
Or
you
we're
think?
too dumb? Nah, we're too dumb.
I'd, actually, it is kobold related, so he gets a bit more serious about it. So he can give you
Okay.
assist.
Yay. I'll roll another one. This sucks. Hey, it's flat 10.
Okay. Considering your experience with travel, I'll say you're at least you're familiar with cardinal directions and can tell us the general direction.
Can I
So the one on
slowly...
the one on the ceiling seems to be going towards the actual construction up above ground. There seems to be a way to bypass any people
Oh,
and
okay.
straight up to the surface.
I see. Then we probably should go to the false wall below.
Fair enough.
I'll curl down and open the false wall below.
Okay, I'm gonna open the false wall.
Oh wait, check for traps.
How you check for traps?
Just look at general direction, see if, or I'm familiar with the traps they use at the crawl space at the previous fort, so I'll look for those similar types.
Okay, perception check.
Do this. 18.
With your previous experience and favorite foe, you're able to hear the sound and hear a slight, like hollow reverberation inside of itself. Also, there does seem to be some kind of uh, area white behind that will release in between the connection point. Using your experience, you can assume that this is some kind of pressure plate, or at least some kind of pressure valve that will react based on changes in pressure.
Can we walk over it or step over it?
It's based on whether the release is opened or not.
Oh.
Now,
Mhm.
considering that there are signs that this has been used, there is a way to use it without suffering negative consequences.
Is there a way for me to figure that out?
Mm, there's your there's the past experiences that you have with similar traps but in reverse from back at the previous outpost. So
Because I can read.
you could try and deduce like what's the purpose of this trap is. You know it's a pressure plate that reacts to it being opened.
If it's
And,
similar to
but
the
then
previous trap,
in the
we
previous trap there was a pressure plate that
yeah,
reacted to being
when
uh,
you step out of the pressure plate, that's when the trap is activated. I wonder if that's the same. So we can just put something weighted on the pressure plate and let it be, so we can
you
pass
could
through.
you could try it. That sounds like a valid plan.
Ooh, okay. Can I look for a stone or boulder that we can place it
There's also
on
the
that?
false top itself, as that is an object.
Oh, I'll use that. I'll I'll use that and place it on the pressure plate and see if something reacts.
So this
I'll
so
keep it there. I'll keep it there. I'll just keep it there. I won't move it.
Okay, give me a sleight of hand check.
Cool. Oh. 18.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say with the added bonus of the stealth, it helps you feel confident as you do this, and you immediately take it off, recognize where the plate is, and have the planned out in your head. And slide it down without making a noise, or as we've been grinding it against any of the other stone or material, you're going to wedge it directly against the pressure plate. And as soon as you hear the shift of air, it immediately settles as it's stopped. And you can tell if it's released too quickly, it will react with something.
Ah,
You
nice.
can't quite tell what, but it seems to settle, and you can let go without it moving further.
I guess if we can move forward, if it's safe to take the cover off to the pressure plate without triggering the trap anymore, I'll ask Alzek to move ahead, and as soon as he does, I'll go in, take the cover, and cover the wall again.
After leaving it for a bit, you can tell if you can you can relieve the pressure at a slowly to let the air and the leave the pressure plate, and then you can reset it, and it leaving only a slight bit of the case keeping it down.
Yeah.
This does mean you'll have to disarm it again on the way out.
Oh, that's right. So I can't engage in battle. Well, I
But,
can use it as, and
but
it's
also on the
fine.
bright side, this means that if somebody
Nobody
happens to
will
come
know.
back,
Yeah.
they won't be aware that somebody's came inside.
Yep. I'll press it.
Yep. The tunnel goes for a bit, and it seems to connect with the other tunnel on the other side, and then levels out. Now this seems to be the main one. One that gets a bit wider there, so you can stand up as it's Alzek still has his head reaching the top a little bit, but seems about average kobold size. Right, slightly a little taller, but not as tall as Alzek. I guess you had to crouch down before.
DM question.
Yes.
Can you remind me if we already used the what's that called? Dimension door scroll.
You used one to get the kid out of the place.
Whose scroll did we use? Do I still have mine, or
It was probably yours.
so I don't have one carrying?
Orchid definitely didn't use hers. If you went boop.
Oh, that's right. Because
I don't
yeah.
believe Noel used theirs either.
Hmm.
Unless it
Okay.
was Noel's and Bazaar still has his. I think it was Bazaar's.
I think it was mine.
It's just
Wait, was it
Bazaar's
yours?
usually. I imagine Bazaar would be the more likely one to trust the twins with something.
Yeah. I really can't remember. Who was it? Anyway, we'll let's see bizarre. I really can't remember. It's been a year.
If it was for Bazaar's sake, I could see that happening. Rice coming in clutch.
So in case we need to escape, like I'll just use that scroll.
Okay. So you're ready. So you tell Alzek to stay close. I guess you need to
Yeah.
vamos.
Okay. So we sneak in stealthily. Um,
Da, 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 da.
and we found Thane. There you go.
It seems the other tunnel was actually much bigger than the one you came into, and it widens quite a bit. But as you realize that this is where they've been dragging supplies back and forth. It's just a huge tunnel and they seem to somehow have constructed a cart in here at some point, but it's not here. You can just tell by the wheel tracks and the lack of air or breeze. Which means this was made specifically for this purpose and has been here for a while without many natural stimuli to get rid of it. There's still some crates and supplies strewn about. Apparently, you can see they've actually been trying to move some back here. Yeah, since you guys destroyed that outpost.
Do I see any moving creatures, living creatures, other than rats, bats?
There's no rats or bats in here, which means that somebody's actively keeping them out.
No sleeping kobolds yet?
You haven't seen any. As you get closer, you can hear some echoing from down the tunnel.
Ooply.
Very quietly.
I'm going to move closer and listen.
The only noise you hear is like some subtle breathing, some twitches that reverberate against the stones and rocks.
Breathing?
Hmm.
Does it seem like it's an ambush? Can I make an insight?
It seems very relaxed, so
Sleeping. Um, can I peek in to see if they're active or
there's
not?
no rooms, it's just one long tunnel.
Okay.
You haven't seen them yet, you can just hear them down the tunnel.
Oh my god. Oh my god. What are we gonna do? I hear so.
Well, there's a bunch of crates and like a half broken
Can I
cart,
hide
but
inside the crate and just keep it on me like Metal Gear Solid style? Like a
you
box.
can't do that if you want to. I'm not sure
I'll
what your plan
pretend
is.
that I don't know. Well,
That is an option.
they're dragging supply boxes. I imagine so. I'll do that. I'll pretend that we're supply boxes. I know it's going to restrict our movement. Now we'll just continue stealthing forward, I guess, and peek at the corner of the tunnel if we get there.
There seems to be multiple. It's not just one.
Oh, I have to pick
There's lots of crates, but there's multiple kobolds.
multiple kobolds.
Hmm.
Oh,
You can hear different sources of breathing and twitching.
I send a message even though it's not going to reach them. Because Confirm they're here. Send backup. Press send. And then
Denied. Anyway,
oh no. Uh Goodness, I wonder why they're not replying. Uh let's see. Ooh, what do I do? I can't beat them up. How many couples can I see right now?
you still can't hear any, but you're close enough that you can distinguish between different sources of breathing.
Can I get closer to the loudest sound that I could hear?
If you get closer, so without hiding in something, you will be able to. You have a feeling that something will come into the maximum range of your dark vision,
Oh,
and then you'll
Hmm.
be able to see the something.
maybe I really need to go Metal Gear after all. Yeah, I'll do the supply box thing and just move closer.
You're going to move closer in a
Yeah,
box.
but yeah, I'll poke I'll poke a hole so I can see where I'm going.
You're gonna chip a hole out of the wooden box.
Yeah. I have anything.
What's Alzik doing?
I think he's the one going to poke the hole. He's stronger than me.
Yeah, you've got the sharper weapons.
I'll hand it over to him. Hey, do this.
Why do I always have to have the shitty job?
It's not shitty. It's useful.
He's gonna use one of the tips of your soul arrow to so to maximize sharpness without making too much noise. With how sharp soul arrows are, it's pretty easy to do without making a noticeable amount of noise. As it just opens up as if it was always that way. Oh, why am I going? He's gonna just gesture to you that he doesn't know where to hide.
Does
Are
it?
you emptying these crates so you can move in them?
Yep.
That would be difficult to do, dudes. This is a very noise sensitive place, hence why you're able to hear them before you see them.
Oh, that's fair.
You could. You've got some really good stealth going on right now.
We can just go gung ho in case we're seen. Let's eliminate them, but sound travels or the echoes or the sound echoes easily in this type of cavern.
Now let's pause for a second here and consider what are you trying to achieve.
Yeah, go ahead. Go. I have to take a short break anyway. You go talk to the others first while I'm
No,
planning.
I mean what are you? You can take a second to think, and why is Bazaar here right now, and what is he trying to achieve?
Yeah. I think my actually the actual goal is just to scout this thing. I really don't have to, but I just want to make sure that the kids are here, or at least there's a teleportation circle here. That's my personal goal. That's why I want to get closer. But it's too risky if I'm going to go in
Make
by
an
myself.
Arcana check.
Ooh. Well, come on, good kids.
I'll give you advantage for previously seeing them. and you can use you can use Tofu's Arcana if it's higher.
Oh, 15?
That's exactly what you needed. So
Oh,
teleportation circle, 5th level spell, DC 15 to understand. Is too big to fit down here.
okay.
It
So
needs a
it's not
10-foot
here.
space, and it needs to be rather flat too. This is very curved, and it's kobold sized. There's no teleportation circle down here.
No teleportation circle, which means they can take the kids here unless they're only using this place to transport supplies.
Hmm.
But also, these are tunnels transporting goods from one outpost to another. So there's also a chance that there is a tunnel that leads to another outpost that we haven't visited yet. I'll return to the group. I think this is good enough
You could
scouting.
try and get more information, but it is risky. It's up to you.
Yeah. One more thing. Can
Well,
I figure out if Adric can fit in this room?
barely.
So the flying red or the flying obsidian brick probably won't be staying here.
Like you could fit Tofu in here. You wouldn't be able to fit him through the tunnel, but you could fit Tofu in here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll just return. I don't think. Well, the location of the kobolds are confirmed to be here, so I guess that's kind
You at
of
the
a
very
loose.
least know there are kobolds
Yeah.
here, and they are you sleeping in here.
Plus, if we talk to Ikar, I can confirm that the kobolds are actually using this project site on their benefit, which means if he knows it and he's on our side, he'll let us explore this place freely? Question mark.
You just
So I'll just
trespassed, dude.
it's fine. Or my comrades will tell them that yeah, it's fine. We'll figure it out later. I need to have a
You want
break.
to roll stealth for
Uh,
Alzek?
huh?
You want to roll stealth for Alzek as well? You rolled stealth for yourself, but not for Alzek.
Okay, I'll roll for him. 8 plus 15, 23.
Hmm.
How dare you, sir? It's 23.
Hmm. Okay, noted.
Oh my god, what's that supposed to mean? We're heading out.
You know you were in. You can dress your steps back. Anything else you'd like to do before you leave the site?
Uh,
Even at
can we use the ceiling tunnel going out
yeah,
to
it's
see where it leads?
it leads to the open area of the construction site, straight into the surface. This and where the and it is right next to where they're still building an open area for people to stand once it's complete, and uh, temporary rooms that they're going to take down afterwards.
Hmm.
You imagine it would be
Well,
very easy to hide here at night, and it's not too difficult to do now either.
Cool.
And some supply rooms and storage areas in the temporary rooms as well. This seems to be a well-traveled path by the kobolds. You can only tell through some of the subtlest traces in some of the mud of the still constructing area.
What time of day is it?
It is about an hour afternoon now, so 1 p.m.
Okay, so I still can go to the alchemist and buy stuff. Probably buy stuff, then go to the alchemist before returning to my party.
You probably don't even need to buy things because you're a
I
student.
don't know what. Oh, okay. I'll just go directly to the alchemist then.
Sweet.
So I have an alibi.
Okay, fair enough. Mhm.
I'll go on a break. A short break. I'll be back.
Should we call 5 for a second? Toilet break?
Mm,
You guys can play together since
Hmm.
I monopolized the time.
Useful information, though.
yeah. I I can't wait to go back to this recording.
Me too. I
Fair enough,
may
fair
have
enough.
to tap out in maybe 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Brain is not
Okay.
braining. But I am still listening. But some of the things are whooshing over my head now. But I am listening.
Okay, we
Same.
could call it. We could call it here. And just cover some of the things you guys want to get done away from Bazaar.
What do we want? I mean, the only thing that Noel and Orchid need to get done is talking. Do
Yeah.
you know
Talk-
what the fuck's his name? Shit, his name is
And
actually
Icar.
mentally skipping my mind. Thank you, Ikar. Oh my
Oh,
god, I forgot
girly.
what for a second. I'm tired, okay?
It's okay. You were in bed earlier already.
I was halfway through REM sleep, okay? I'm tired. My brain is clocking out. But yet I think that's the only thing we need to talk about.
If you don't have
Unless
anything
Orchid
you
has
want to do,
things.
we could call it here. We could say Marco was working on the handkerchief some more.
Yeah. Next, I guess when at nighttime is I do have to ask, is the balcony like still open? Like the place where a car goes to for breaks? Or is that locked?
By nighttime
Yeah, yeah,
or
at nighttime.
for security. Yeah, it's still open because it's inside the courtyard. You'd
Perfect. Okay.
you'd have to get onto the roof to get to it without going through the building, through the house.
Yeah. So I guess. Mm, Marco will be there later at, I guess,
5.
nighttime. Oh, but like if she happens to chance upon a car, she's definitely going to like leave. So let's just keep that in mind.
Okay, so she would wait at the balcony and then try and leave without him noticing if she sees a car.
Yeah. If she goes there and the car's already there, she's going back without being noticed. Or if she gets there first and the car is there, she's definitely leaving. Yes. Conversation? Nah. Not now.
For the nighttime or but in the meantime.
Eh, for the nighttime, I guess.
Okay, so after the presumed conversation would happen.
Yep. Because I might forget this. It's good that we have this in recording.
You hear that, Craig? If you fuck this up,
No,
Don't
Craig,
worry.
don't.
I also added a note Incorrect.
Thank you, Ross.
I gotcha. Question though,
Right.
above table. This is more above table question. It is in character. When presumably, wait, how much time presumably do we have before we talk?
Tika,
Hmm.
you guys can speed up the process whenever you want.
I mean,
He's having a very difficult time organizing his thoughts. So,
Oh, I wonder why.
mhm.
fair. Also, you guys have 15 days left. So,
Yeah, thanks for reminding me of a very, very long timeline. No worries. No pressure whatsoever. Surely not catastrophic consequences if we fuck shit up.
yeah, you'll be fine.
All is good.
I believe in you. Believe in yourself, Date Bayo.
I don't
Get the
believe in
mayo.
myself. I believe in myself. Because depending on how much time. Mm, mm, I'm just gonna post this thought out loud because Noel does want to have a conversation with Mako and the others, but he's not sure if he should
Okay.
do it together or if he wants to do this one separately. It's like, we'll talk to the noble lady first because the noble lady's somewhere here. The other two, he's always stuck with them anyway, so he can always just pass it along. It's the complicated talk with the noble lady that I'm worried about, but I don't know if
I mean, girly, we can do odds and evens and then decide.
see, that's the thing though. I kind of want to do it off the table because I don't want the other two to actually know what the
Oh,
conversation is
girly,
unless that's what I'm thinking about
I
it.
would love
That's why
that.
I say this out loud.
We can
It's like
do it.
Yes.
like
But with
guys, me having secrets couldn't be me. Shut up,
girly,
you guys are
I
fine.
would love that. Oh, I want that, girl. But also,
We
like,
could do
Look would have to be there.
I
There's a
mean,
whispers
we
channel.
could. I mean, there is a whisper channel, but also we have Craig in a different server. We could just totally record and send it to look over.
That's
It's not
also an
like
option.
there's also an option. I mean, the others
Oh
can
my
find out
Fine.
about
god.
it at the time. It's
Okay.
just I don't know how if I
Fine.
want to say it to
Either way,
them
we're gonna
now.
make sure to record it so we can send it to Chuckleheads
I
later.
don't forget to record. Oh, I
Girl,
don't
you know
forget like
what?
you, man.
We can do it on Sunday if you want. I'm
Today.
free on Sunday.
Fine.
Sure, we could
Orchid
do
and I will have our own conversation then. What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll share our own
Hi.
secrets.
Yeah,
We'll
you
share
have
our
had
own
your own
secret.
secret. Don't fucking joke with me. You've had your own
Luke won't
secret.
be there because he has a
Yeah, there'll be
deadline
secrets you won't know.
That's
on
true.
Tuesday.
But hey, I can always just send in the correct recording. I'm at least going to be
Yeah.
diligent about
Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
And then I'm positing the thought.
I'll
I could have it with
write
both
this
of you.
down.
We're gonna write it
So
down. I've had this talk since last week, but
Sunday.
the other two will learn about it, but I want to gauge how the noble lady's gonna react to it first before I tell the other two. The other two will be
Sunday.
fine. I trust
Aw.
them. I trust them. I don't trust
I'm
this
gonna
I'll
lady.
write
crash
it
out.
I trust the other two. I
here.
don't trust her specifically with this information. So we're gonna have to gauge it.
Sunday.
Remind me, Hera, in
Today is
case I
Sunday.
forget, because it's gonna be the
Up
weekend.
to. Yeah. Oh, for sure I will remind you because we have a game
On
the night
Saturday.
before.
Fuck you right. Fuck you right.
Sunday 5 to
Hold on,
I
let me
almost
mark
wrote
that in my
Kayam
hold on. I'm gonna mark that in my calendar right now. I might
there.
forget this. But yeah.
It
But
doesn't matter if we do it in our table or your
me
table.
also have it doesn't matter. As long as we have a fucking recording.
Yeah,
It doesn't
yeah.
fucking matter. We need a recording for it nonetheless. Hold on. We gotta
As
record.
for time, hold on. I won't be home from 6. I might not be
6
there for
a.m.
6.
6 a.m.
Yeah,
6
6
p.m.
p.m. I won't. 6 p.m. I won't be here 6 p.m. my time. So
They're fine.
So-
We can do it whenever.
hold on. Let me check.
That's fine. We can talk about the
What's
details another. I'm just positing the idea out loud, just on record, so Craig knows, and everybody else knows that I don't keep secrets. But there will be a secret conversation to be had. But it's not gonna be a secret.
7 p.m. my time sounds good.
It's like what 3 p.m. my time. Oh, that's fine. Oh, we'll
Yeah.
see. Oh, we'll be fine. It's Sunday. Yeah, sure. Why not?
7 p.m. Peach.
I love how you're doing it. Sorry, I'm yawning again, guys. I'm proud, bro. But yeah, we at least made some progress. Well, Bazaar made some progress. We're just
Yeah, I'm glad.
cheering you on from the sideline. Yippee! Still don't know how we're gonna deal with next week's conversation, but that's next week's me problem. When is
I
our
thought-
game next
I-
week? Oh
I
god, next
actually
week's already
thought-
February. Ugh.
I actually thought the scouting mission is going to take so long. If I knew that it's just minutes away from the manor, I could have taken Orchid with me.
You could have, but that's
That
the thing.
would yeah,
It
but it
probably
would have been
should have taken 30
harder.
minutes. The small traveling amount of people makes traveling
Yeah.
easier in cities.
It's fine.
Your kobold expertise made the trip a lot quicker.
Yeah, but would have been fun.
Been fun, that's for sure. Oh my gosh, if that did happen, I could have had that conversation with Mako without you guys. That would have been great.
See?
You should have left, but it's fine.
Too late.
But
Ow,
there's
too
a
late.
chance that Ikar would have talked to you guys while I'm out, so Orchid
Yeah,
must be
that's true.
there,
So yeah, Orchid has to be there unless you guys want me to cause problems because we all know I'm gonna cause problems if I'm left to my own devices.
There, I also wrote time for Luke. It should be around 12 a.m. Oh wait, no. Tama ba? 12 p.m. Or
It's fine.
yeah, it should be
He
12
doesn't. If he can't make it, he can't
Okay,
make it.
okay.
We have recording. It's fine. Don't worry
Yeah.
about
Noon
it.
is 12
I
p.m.
will say I'm very strict on
12
time.
a.m.
I'm just tired. Okay. I mean, yeah, it is 3 p.m. my time. It's fine.
I'm gonna call it here.
We'll see. Yeah, we're all getting tired at this point. Well,
Okay.
most some of
Kick
us.
Craig then.
Yeah.
I slept in the taxi on the way home.
Good for you.
It was only a couple, like 10 minutes.
Oh, it is a.m.
Okay, goodbye,
Mhm.
Craig.
Doodly doodly.